All right, let's switch gears. It is one of our favorite times of the week when we get to help a furry friend find a brand new home. It's today's Paws to Care, and we are joined by Skylar Clark with Friends of Marshall Animals. Talk to Skylar all the time. Does a great job helping our furry friends. So, Skylar, thanks a lot for joining us. Who do you have with you?
Hi, this is Joanna.
Okay. Hi, Joanna. I feel like Joanna's maybe putting out the little Scooby-Doo vibes for us on this pre-Halloween
Very,
day.
very much so. So I actually messaged one of our lead dog walkers to ask about Joanna because it's one of her favorite dogs. And this is what she said. She said, Joanna is super sweet. She was at our adoption event and did great. She's good with other dogs, but we would, of course, always want to do a dog test.
Yeah.
She rides great in the car and is super calm. She does not jump in her kennel and easily lets you put her on a leash. So she has a very good temperament. She's in our play groups all the time, and she does amazing. She's been sitting here just wanting all the love and attention while we've been sitting here. So she's really loved this.
I was just going to say, her temperament, she seems like she's a nice, calm dog. Now, Skylar, you touched on something very important, too. A lot of people already have a dog, maybe looking to get a new addition to the family. How do they go about testing, kind of letting them meet before they make her a member of the family?
So here at the Marshall Pet Adoption Center, we actually do play groups and we do dog testing. So if you have another animal, like a dog in your home, we would always recommend bringing the dog up here and we can do a test in our play groups. We have been trained by Dogs Playing for Life with Bozier. Bozier had Dogs Playing for Life. They invited us to come do the training with them. And now we know how to safely do dog testing and play groups. So we've actually learned a lot about our dogs like Joanna, from these play groups, and it's really good for the dogs. 30 minutes in the play group is equal to 2 hours of walking, and we can see if they're other dogs, what their temperaments are, maybe if their dog's selective. But Joanna has thrived in the play groups.
That is awesome. She just seems like such a sweet girl there. Skylar, I'd like to ask you this too. Tomorrow, of course, is Halloween. A lot of kids going to be out and about. Any sort of tips that you would recommend as an animal pro to kind of keep the dogs safe, the kids safe, and everybody just an enjoyable Halloween?
Of course. So number one, always make sure if you are going trick-or-treating to let your kids know not to give your dogs and your cats any of the Halloween goodies, because things like chocolate and peppermints are very toxic to dogs. And while the kids may not know that and they want to share their Halloween candy, maybe go buy some little dog treats to give them instead, just to let them know, because we don't want our dogs sick on Halloween. Another thing is always make sure your pet is put up before Halloween. One really big statistic I don't know if most people know is Halloween is one of the higher nights a year that dogs are hit by cars, because there's so many people out driving and people accidentally leave their gates open, leave their houses open. So always make sure you have an eye on your dog if you're giving out candy, and make sure they are stashed away. If you have any microchips, always make sure your tags are up to date, and make sure you watch for the decor while you're gone, because one thing people don't think about is dogs like to get into things, and if they're really stressed, they might eat the Halloween decorations, which can cause blockages, which is thousands of dollars in surgeries to try and save your animal from a blockage from eating your Halloween decorations.
Great advice, and that's why we want to keep everyone safe. I could just imagine from a dog's perspective, all these people are dressed up, walking up to the house where they live. They're like, who is that? What's going on? So I'm sure it's a very tricky time for the animals, no doubt. So, well, Skylar, we don't want to take any more of your time. I just want to say thank you for joining us for our Paws to Care, and hopefully we get that young lady a new home very soon. So thank you again, and keep up the good work, Friends of Marshall Animals.